Is freeze-dried dog food safe? Lately, there's been a lot of buzz around freeze-dried food and whether it's actually a healthy choice for your dog. I'm Dr. Gary Richter, the head veterinarian at Holistic Veterinary Care and founder of Ultimate Pet Nutrition. I'm here today to cover the ins and outs of freeze-dried dog food and debunk some of the misconceptions out there. Now, before we get started, I want to remind you to please check in with your veterinarian when it comes to choosing the best type of food for your dog. Remember, all pups have their own individual needs and may require different things at different times. So, what is freeze-dried dog food? Freeze-drying is a unique method that removes moisture from food while preserving its ingredients. By freeze-drying raw meat along with healthy fruits and vegetables, you can lock in the food's nutrients and flavor to create a convenient, lightweight, longer-lasting dog food that can be just as healthy as actual raw meat. And since freeze-drying requires no heat, there are 0 advanced glycation end products produced. These harmful compounds are found in a lot of kibbles and can be terrible for your dog's health. That's why, as a veterinarian, I generally prefer the freeze-drying method. It's one of the closest ways we can provide dogs with a raw quality diet while still offering the convenience and safety of a shelf-stable food. Let's take a closer look at both the pros and cons of feeding your dog this type of diet. Pros. 1. Preservation of nutrients. One of the biggest advantages of freeze-dried dog food is how well it preserves nutrients. Unlike high-heat cooking methods used in kibble or canned food, freeze-drying doesn't break down sensitive vitamins, minerals, and enzymes. That means your dog gets more of the original nutritional value nature intended. Proteins stay intact, antioxidants remain active, and essential fatty acids hold on to their benefits. 2. Safety. There's also a safety factor. By removing almost all of the moisture, freeze-drying creates an environment where harmful bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli can't grow easily. This makes it a safer option compared to raw feeding while still keeping much of that fresh food nutrition. Ultimate Pet Nutrition uses HPP, high pressure pasteurization, as a kill step to ensure our dog food is safe. We're dedicated to formulating the very best nutritional formulas for your pets, and we strive to provide the highest standard every step of the way. All of our products go through rigorous testing for purity, quality, and potency at an independent third-party facility. In 2023, we partnered with a new manufacturing facility right here in the US so we can continue to provide pet parents with the top-tier formulas they can rely on to support their furry friends' health and happiness. That said, no food is completely risk-free. It's still important to buy from reputable brands that follow strict manufacturing practices so you know your dog's bowl is both safe and nutritious. 3. No artificial preservatives. All right, let's talk about another benefit. With freeze-drying, there are no artificial preservatives. This is because all of the original ingredients are maintained, leaving no need to add extra fillers. Now compare that to most kibble. Traditional kibble is cooked at extremely high heat, which damages delicate nutrients and lowers ingredient quality. To make up for that loss, manufacturers often add back synthetic preservatives, artificial colors, and flavor enhancers. And here's the problem. Many of those additives come with long-term health risks. We're talking about preservatives like BHA, BHT, and ethoxyquin, which have been linked to cancer and organ damage in pets. Artificial colors, added mostly to make the food look appealing to humans, can trigger allergies and sensitivities in dogs. Sweeteners like corn syrup may make the food taste good, but they bring 0 nutritional value while contributing to obesity and dental issues. Then there are the really concerning additives. Propylene glycol, used to keep kibble moist, can be toxic in high amounts. Vague ingredients like meat byproducts leave you guessing about the actual source of protein in your dog's bowl. Bottom line, with freeze-dried, you avoid all that uncertainty. You get real ingredients preserved safely without the cocktail of questionable chemicals. And it's a cleaner, safer, and more nutritious option. And your dog gets all the flavor and health benefits without the risks. 4. Palatable flavor. Okay, let's talk about another big benefit of freeze-dried food, the flavor. If you've got a picky eater at home, this can be a game changer. Dogs are driven by scent and taste, and because freeze-drying preserves the natural flavors and aromas of real meat, poultry, and fish, most pups find it irresistible. In fact, premium ranch-raised beef and organs make up 95% of Ultimate Pet Nutrition's Nutra Complete. Since our beef is 100% freeze-dried raw, your dog gets easily digestible protein from every bite with 0 fillers. This means you don't have to rely on artificial flavorings, colorings, or chemical enhancers to get your dog interested in their food. These types of ingredients may taste good in the short term, but can take a toll on their health over time. Instead, freeze-dried dog food wins them over naturally, with the taste of fresh, wholesome ingredients. And here's the real win. When your dog wants to eat their food, they're more likely to eat the right amount consistently. That means they're fueling their body with the protein, vitamins, and minerals they need to stay healthy. Over time, that translates to stronger muscles, better energy, a shinier coat, and the vitality to stay active and thriving well into their senior years. In other words, flavor isn't just about making your dog happy at mealtime, it's about setting them up for a healthier, longer life. 5. Improved digestion. Freeze-dried dog food has the potential to be kinder to your dog's digestive tract because the process preserves the natural enzymes found in raw ingredients, which can help in breaking down food more effectively. The minimal processing also keeps the proteins, vitamins, and minerals intact, making them easier for your dog's body to absorb. Plus, many freeze-dried recipes use whole, high-quality meats and produce without fillers, which means less strain on the gut and fewer ingredients that can trigger sensitivities. The texture also rehydrates easily, creating a meal that's easier to chew and digest, especially for older dogs or those with sensitive tummies. Not to mention, there's tons of digestion-supporting superfoods in every bite of Nutra Complete. I'm talking about fiber-rich flaxseed, dried kelp, sweet potatoes, and broccoli, and gut-soothing ginger and yucca extract. 6. Lightweight and portable. Another reason why freeze-dried dog food is a viable option is the convenience it offers. It's easy to store, portion, and transport, making it ideal for those with busy schedules. No refrigeration is needed, and it won't clutter up your pantry. Always on the go, its portability means you can easily pack it for travel, hikes, and camping adventures without the mess or bulk of traditional wet food. Cons. 1. Higher price point. All right, let's talk about some of the cons. The biggest drawback to freeze-dried dog food is the price point. It's generally more expensive than your average bag of kibble, and that's because the sublimation process used to create it is both specialized and costly. You're paying for the advanced technology it takes to lock in nutrients while keeping the food shelf stable. That said, the higher price really reflects the higher quality. Every bite of Nutra Complete contains approximately 95% real meat, not meat byproducts, meat meals, or fillers. Real, premium-grade meat, so the price is worth it. And when you think about the long-term benefits, better digestion, more energy, and potentially fewer vet bills down the road, the investment can absolutely be worth it. So while cost may be a factor to consider, many pet parents see freeze-dried as just that, an investment in their dog's health and longevity. 2. Food transition time. Lastly, it can take a little time to transition your dog's diet to a freeze-dried dog food. For some, it can take about a week to transition their dog to the new food. You can start off by mixing in 1/4 of the new food with their old kibble, and then slowly add in more and more throughout the week until they're fully transitioned to the new food. Now, there's one last thing I want to share. Another thing I believe that is worth discussing is the rate at which processed foods such as kibble and canned are recalled for various reasons. There seems to be this misconception that raw or freeze-dried dog food has bacterial issues and processed food is always safe. However, this is not always the case. For example, in the last 5 years, kibble has been linked to 99% of recalled pet food at 68.8 million pounds in total. So it's essential to review the data before making any assumptions about pet food. As you can see, most of the drawbacks with freeze-dried food really come down to cost, not safety or nutrition. And in my opinion, the health benefits far outweigh that trade-off. With freeze-dried, your dog gets high-quality protein, preserved nutrients, and a taste they genuinely enjoy, all without the fillers, preservatives, or questionable ingredients you'll find in many other options. That's why when pet parents ask me what I recommend, I point them towards Ultimate Pet Nutrition's Nutra Complete. It delivers the nutritional power of a raw diet, the convenience of kibble, and the peace of mind that comes from feeding your dog clean, carefully sourced ingredients. If you're ready to make the switch, it's one of the best choices you can make for your pup's long-term health and happiness. Nutra Complete Premium Beef Recipe is 95% premium animal-sourced ingredients with zero fillers, artificial preservatives, or added grain. It's 100% freeze-dried raw and contains prebiotics, antioxidants, and amino acids. So you can see why it's my absolute favorite pick for every pet parent out there. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to like this video and subscribe to Ultimate Pet Nutrition to get more tips for pet wellness and nutrition. I'm curious, what do you look for when shopping for food for your dog? Tell me in the comments below. Remember, your pet is like family, so they deserve only the very best. I'm Dr. Gary Richter. Thanks for watching.